Hey Lit Leaders, it's Ange here. How you doing? It is Tuesday. Now, on Friday, I made a video for you guys around what to do if you find yourself bringing more than 100% for your team, maybe 150%, and enabling them in kind of a negative way to only bring 50%. And today, because that got such a resounding response saying yes, you guys said to me, yes, that's something that I find myself doing. I just wanted to come back to you with some suggestions, really, around what to do instead. So it's one thing to know that you've got to pull back your contribution to 100%. It's another thing to know how to support your team members to make sure they bring their 100%, okay? So what that could look like is firstly giving clearer briefs. So that means when we're setting them up with the expectations around deliverables, tasks, projects, activities that they're responsible for, that you might want to invest time up front in giving a really clear brief around what's expected, the standard, the time frames, the consultation they'll need to do to deliver that thing, maybe even the values and behaviors that you want to see demonstrated while they're delivering it. But the setup, making your expectations really clear, it's good practice as a leader anyway. But if you find yourself having to rescue your team, bringing, that extra percentage effort that's really theirs to bring, it might be because we haven't set them up with a clear brief in the beginning. So that's something for you guys to consider. The other things that we can do to not rescue by bringing, say, that 150% is, other than setting expectations, we want to let them know when they're on track, and regular reporting into you will help with that. Let's say they're delivering a long-term project. You want to be really clear about reporting to you, the time frames for that, and what delivery looks like. I see a lot of projects go off track because those milestone deliverables aren't coming through in the time frames you'd expect. So staying tuned into how the team is going, but not rescuing, is part of your role there. And then the third suggestion I have for you is to identify and address any capability gaps in your team that mean that they can't do 100% of their job, okay? Let's say you want them to bring 100%, but they've got a capability gap that's maybe 15%, and it's stopping them from really engaging robustly with some of those more challenging activities. It's our job to help them identify that and help close that capability gap, whether it's through, us developing them on the job, or perhaps connecting them to someone else in the business who can do that, or some coaching or some training. What will be required to close that capability gap so that they can really give it 100%? That's our job as leaders, to make sure that we're identifying those opportunities to help our team members bring their 100%, okay? So that we don't continue to enable and rescue them around bringing anything less. I trust that makes sense for you guys. So in summary, give a really clear brief, invest in setting up your expectations from the beginning, particularly when you're delegating something from your role. 2, stay tuned into the progress of the person and how they're doing, and set up those reporting milestones and timeframes. And then 3, close the capability gaps. Now, none of those things are straightforward or simple. They require effort and investment on our part as leaders, and that's our job. All right, I hope that's helpful for you. Have an amazing week. I'm in Central Queensland this week. It's beautiful up here at the moment, really enjoying it. So yeah, drop some comments in below and let me know how this advice is working for you. All right, talk to you soon.